Louisiana Insurance Commissioner Tim Temple joins us now. Tim, first off, we really appreciate the time here. How has the claims process been playing out so far after Francine?
Yeah, good morning, Jane and Ari. I appreciate the opportunity to be with you today. Look, the Hurricane Francine was certainly not as strong and devastating as it could have been, but certainly, if you did incur damage, it's certainly a catastrophe for you. And, we're moving now into that recovery phase where my office is going to be focused on working with insureds and insurance companies, making sure that they start the claims process and they get money, they can start rebuilding and get back into their homes and rebuild their communities.
Tim, you really spearheaded this ambitious insurance reform agenda. So talk about some of the strategies that you and your team implemented during Hurricane Francine.
Sure. With the help of the governor and our legislature, we made some substantial reforms in the property market. And Jane, I can tell you, it's based on the fact that we understand that insurance companies and reinsurance companies have a choice where they want to deploy their capital, where they want to put it at risk. And as we're certainly looking at catastrophes impacting the entire country, we've got to make sure that we're doing everything we can to make our state an attractive market. Mm-hmm. And so we made some legislative reform, we made some regulatory reform, but we're also making sure that we mitigate future damages by better building codes. In Louisiana, we now have a fortified roof program, and that helps mitigate future damages. And I think that's part of the reason why we saw the less severe claims from this event. We've got new roofs, we've got stronger roofs, and we're going to continue to do that to mitigate these future hurricanes that come.
Tim, what were some of the most significant challenges that you encountered on the ground with this one?
I can tell you, like we said, when we did the survey the other day, I don't see as much damage from this hurricane as comparing it to Delta and Zeta, which were storms of similar strength that impacted Louisiana in 2020. Right now, like I said, we're in the recovery process. I'm engaged with the communities, with parish leaders. I'm making sure that insurance companies are getting the adjusters on the ground in their areas as these claims start to come in. But I can also tell you that it looks like we're starting to see a lot of flood claims on vehicles. Again, it doesn't look like it's so much of a wind event, but it's going to be more of a water event. We're starting to see FEMA claims being reported for the NFIP, the National Flood Insurance Program, as well as flooded vehicles. So again, this looks like it may end up being more of a water-related claims event than wind.
Yeah, Tim, we often say that a storm has a calling card, and I think with Francine, the amount of rain that it dumped, especially across the New Orleans area and just southern Louisiana into Mississippi as a whole, definitely led to those flooding concerns and those challenges. Real quickly, looking ahead, what are some of the opportunities that you foresee in Louisiana when it comes to withstanding these future natural disasters that we know are likely to come?
Yeah, well, like I said, I've mentioned that we've got stronger, better building codes. We've got the fortified roof program we're standing up, but also in communities like Lafourche and Terrebonne Parish, they built levees after Hurricane Isaac back in 2012. Hurricane Isaac, I think they had 11,000 properties that were flooded. Hurricane Ida, back in 2021, 3 properties flooded. This Hurricane Francine, 0 properties, I'm told, have flooded. So, we're going to continue to do things like build levees, coastal restoration, improving the physical structures with, better building codes. Again, all with the intent of making Louisiana a more resilient state, more resilient community, and a more attractive place for insurance companies to come and do business.
Well, it certainly sounds like it is working. Appreciate your time here on Fox Weather. Tim Temple, Louisiana Insurance Commissioner.